Something's brewing behind the scenes in Philly, and no one saw it coming. A last-minute injury report update just dropped like a bomb in the Eagles' locker room, and it's got even the most die-hard fans holding their breath. One of the most important names on defense has been added to the list. And now, the entire team is on high alert. This is one of those moments that makes you rethink everything. A primetime matchup against the Giants, who've been struggling all season. On paper, a game the Eagles should win handily. But now, everything's changed, because one key piece might not even take the field. And the scariest part, no one saw it coming. The Eagles released their final injury report ahead of Week 6, and there it was, Jalen Carter. Yep, the monster in the middle. The guy who's already flashing elite talent on the D-line, even this early in his career. Suddenly, he's listed as questionable with a heel injury. And what's worse, he was added on Wednesday, totally out of nowhere. Something happened in practice, and no one was talking about it. What makes it more concerning is that Carter had already been dealing with a shoulder issue recently. So now we're talking about a second injury, and this one could sideline him during a key NFC East battle. Is he going to play? Can he still be dominant if he does? Or worse, are we about to see our defensive anchor sidelined just as the season heats up? Let's be real. Even in a rocky season so far, Carter has been a game changer, a guy who forces teams to rethink their run game. Without him, the Birds lose a huge part of their physical identity, and that's a big problem. But that's not all. Landon Dickerson, our starting guard, is out with an ankle injury. That's a major hit to pass protection and the run game. Tight end Grant Calcaterra is also sidelined, so now the pressure's rising on both sides of the ball. There's a tiny silver lining. Nakobe Dean might finally return, but let's be honest, he hasn't played since January. He's still behind guys like Jihad Campbell and Zach Bond in the rotation, and no one knows if he's game ready. The Eagles have until shortly before kickoff to activate, so yeah, more mystery. Now, the Giants are banged up too. Darius Slayton's out. Malik Neighbors is already done for the season. Their passing attack is one of the worst in the league, but that just raises the stakes for the Birds. They need to dominate this one. Any kind of struggle will raise serious questions, and if Carter's not out there clogging up the middle, it could get dicey real quick. This kind of uncertainty, especially on short notice, totally changes the vibe of the game. The Eagles were heading in confident. Now, they're scrambling to adjust. Carter is that important. He's not just a big body, he's a tone setter. Without him, who steps up? Let's not forget, we just came off a rough loss to the Broncos. The offense looked confused, play calling was a mess, and confidence took a hit. This was supposed to be the bounce-back game, but if the defense can't hold the line, then what? These are the moments that define a season. Games that seem easy but hide massive traps. Because if the Birds somehow drop this one to the Giants, with all the injuries New York has, what does that say about where this team is really headed? So I gotta ask you, if Jalen Carter doesn't suit up, do you think the Eagles' defense can still get the job done? Or are we seriously underestimating how big this injury is? Drop your take in the comments. Hit that like if you appreciate honest, no-fluff Eagles content. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because if this season's already throwing curveballs like this, we're in for a wild ride. Fly, Eagles, fly!